keeping you informed, prepared, and connected. You're watching 10 Tampa Bay.
Not wasting.
Usually. It's always the same story, right?
Thanks for starting your morning with us here. The state of Florida under a state of emergency for a blast of Arctic weather right now. It is definitely cold. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Caitlin Lockerbie.
And good morning. I'm Jamison Euler. You're watching 10 Tampa Bay. Governor Ron DeSantis issuing that order just hours ago as parts of our state will see up to 4 inches of snow.
Not us.
No.
But parts of our state. The Tampa Bay area not expected to drop below freezing this week, but the governor is activating the state's National Guard and other teams to help with the response. A low pressure system moving across the Gulf of Mexico into Florida, and meteorologist Amanda Pappas is tracking that for us this morning. The impacts here at home as well.
Yeah, it's not too often we talk about snow in Florida, Amanda.
No, we do not. And this system is powerful, let me tell you. And also, we're already starting to see some influence and some changes in our pattern right now. So out the door, you see this rain. We haven't seen it in quite some time, especially throughout the early morning hours. And it's because of the amount of energy that we have in our atmosphere. So behind me on radar, you can see there's a good couple showers that are starting to move their way into Bradenton, Sarasota, and a good amount for Lake Placid. If you are headed out from Polk County as well, please grab the umbrella and just take it easy. Give yourself extra time this morning, will ya? And we expect, look at this, that low pressure system is going to cut across the south, bring snow even to places like Mississippi, Alabama, the Panhandle very soon here, folks. For us, it's going to be a little difficult to do because we're only in the 40s, not freezing, but hey, it is still going to be a more cold and wet day over the next 12 hours. We need that umbrella, and we have a weather impact alert coming at you very soon. I'll show you when and where and what you need all coming up. But for right now, let's get you to work on time with Sarah Rosario. How's traffic?
Thank you, Amanda. Before we get to traffic, speaking of travel, though, due to that winter weather across the country, we are already seeing dozens of delays and cancellations right here in our own turf, Tampa International Airport. Take a look at video there this morning because of that system. Late last night, airports in Houston, New Orleans, Destin closing operations there. Airlines also canceling flights from other airports this morning, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Gulfport, Mississippi, San Antonio, and Austin, Texas. So just a reminder for you this morning to check your flights before you head out. We will stay on top of travel and those travel delays, especially here across our area. Now let's go to the roads. If you're going to be driving this morning, good morning to you. Here's a look over the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. You may feel a little windy as you're driving over the Skyway this morning, keeping you updated on those drive times. Everything so far is up to speed. That's good news as we get your Tuesday morning started driving over that bridge. And this Bay Area bridges, all of these ones are showing that they are delay free at this moment. We'll be keeping our eyes on this, letting you know when and where you may see some slowdowns. The only thing you may be seeing apart from the weather is just some construction right now. No big crashes to tell you about right now. Portions of I-4 may see some slowdowns because of construction. Jamison.
All right. Thank you, Sarah. Starting us off this morning, police in Tarpon Springs are working to find
Caitlin Lockerbie, meteorologist Amanda Pappas, and traffic with Sarah Rosario.
Good morning. Thank you so much for being with us. I'm meteorologist Amanda Pappas, and this is 10 Tampa Bay this morning. And this is a live look outside right now at Bayshore Boulevard. And all the preparations are underway for Gasparilla this weekend. And Gasparilla is the nickname of the pirate that we're celebrating, Gaspar. I've been looking into Gasparilla, all the details, all the history, and also your local forecast for it, because we have some big changes coming to the Bay. We'll get to that all in just a couple of minutes. But right now, I want to get you outside prepared for today. 46 degrees right now. It's going to be one of those cold, wet days out there. Not super fun to be outdoors. Doesn't feel great. And we're only going to see little bits of sunshine peek in and out. Most of us today are going to just be cold and wet. So if you get to stay inside, I'm jealous of you, number one. Number two, bring the umbrella with you. You're going to see showers on and off again. I already see some showers out there on radar. We'll get to that in a second. But temperature-wise, look at this. You want to wear a jacket. We're at 45 for Lutz. We're at 46 for Tampa and 49 for St. Pete. Wider lookout. You're at 44 for Brooksville, 43 for Crystal River, 47 for Arcadia, and 48 right now for Port Manatee. So everyone is feeling the chill. And also, speaking about chill, well, we have a large winter storm system. Very rare, this setup. And it's actually going to bring snow to the deep south, already bringing a lot of snow to now Louisiana, portions of Mississippi. And heads up, if you have family in Alabama, they're next for the snow, including Georgia, too, following that up, and the Panhandle right right here at home in the state of Florida is going to see snow over the next 24 to 48 hours. And it's all thanks to this low pressure system that you see right there in the Gulf, picking up all that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico and using it as energy as it's going to cut across the deep south and move just to the north of the state of Florida here. But already feeling some of that influence from that low pressure, seeing a little bit of these showers starting to enter into our forecast. So we're going to continue to see this storm system grow and expand. Look at all the snow that it's going to put down for New Orleans, portions of Mississippi, and also for portions of Alabama. This is about 1 o'clock this afternoon. The low pressure system then continues to glide eastward. And by the time we had 9 o'clock tonight, the snow's already entering into portions of Florida. Look at this. Tallahassee is going to see snow. So I'm going to be calling my cousins up to see how much snow they get. And some flurries are possible right along this line right here, including for Jacksonville. Shout out Grandma over there. You can see just to the north of Jax, right here in Georgia, we could have some of that snow, that wintry mix. And even for my parents, shout out in Wilmington, North Carolina, you guys are going to see some snow potentially as well. At least a couple of flurries. How much does it stick? Well, that's going to depend on where you're at. But this system continues to push more eastward. So Tuesday going to feature a good amount of flurries into early Wednesday morning for a majority of our areas just to the north of us. Meanwhile, for us here at home, here's the timing of the rain. We see a couple sprinkles right around 8, 9 o'clock, and then they start to pick up heading into lunchtime. A little bit of a lull, and then we see a resurgence of more of this rain by 4 o'clock. Today, you need an umbrella. It's going to be cold. It's going to be chilly. And we have a weather impact alert coming at you tonight into early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning's commute looking nasty with a lot of rain coming our way, Sarah.
All right, we'll be looking at it to see if there's...
All right, good Tuesday morning to you. I'm Jamison Euler. Your weather brought to you by the letter C this morning.
Yeah, it is
It's cold
outside.
cold.
We can all agree. Let's send things over to meteorologist Amanda Pappas. She's got to check those temperatures. We're not really warming up this week either.
No, we're not. And we're going to be really chilly for Gasparilla, too. I was like, the letter C.
I almost did my Cookie Monster thing, my voice, but we're tight on time, so we got to go.
Yes. Okay. So here's what you need to know is that we do have some showers mixed into our area right now. And it's all thanks to the fact that we have a good amount of energy to get them going. So larger picture, we have a storm system that's just to the west here, bringing snow already to Texas, Louisiana. Look at this. New Orleans, just to the west there, they're seeing snow. So absolutely wild to see that. This is a rare winter storm. For us, no snow, but cold temperatures, and you need the umbrella. Next 12 hours, definitely looking wet. We got a weather impact alert on the way. I'll show you when and where coming up. Sarah, good morning.
All right, traffic looking good. Not much to tell you about on the roads, thankfully, as far as crashes go. No big slowdowns here on the roads in and around Tampa International Airport. If you're going to be traveling southbound here along the Veterans Expressway, all of our drive times are up to speed. Going to take you about 12 minutes to get from that Van Dyke area over down towards Kennedy Boulevard. That is a look at traffic. I'll let you know where we see some slowdowns in a little bit. Jamison?
All right, what it means for some of us here in the Sunshine State.
The Tampa Bay Lightning are a really good...
Looking at traffic across the Bay Area right now, I-75 southbound. You're going to see some slowdowns for drivers headed through Ellerton this morning. A crash here at US 301 underway. Amanda?
Good morning. Thanks, Sarah. On your way to school or to work, as the kids are walking to the school bus stop this morning, make sure they grab that jacket and also grab the umbrella. Pattern changes a little bit today. We see 40s as you wake up. You need the jacket in the morning, and then the showers really start to go off throughout this afternoon, so you may need an umbrella with those areas of showers coming our way. We also have more rain chances coming to the Bay heading into the next 24. So a weather impact alert's coming. I'll show you when and where and what you need all after a short break. Don't go anywhere. We got you covered all week, and including for Gasparilla.
Governor Ron DeSantis has declared a state of emergency as a winter storm is heading toward the Sunshine State.
You don't say that very often, right? A winter storm could even bring snow to parts of the Panhandle, which they do not see often.
Yeah, New Orleans is getting
Rare
some
for the
too,
region.
right?
Yeah, New Orleans.
Wow.
Parts of the Panhandle here. Right now, people in Texas and Louisiana, Houston, they're waking up to snow and ice.
Yeah, they have a problem right now.
Yeah, and they are not prepared on the road. I'll tell you that. They don't have all the things they do up north.
Amanda got the joke.
What did you say?
You said in Houston, I said we have a problem.
Oh, Houston.
Yeah,
That's because I'm a space nerd. Science nerd, space
I
nerd.
need a little more coffee. Travel conditions near the Gulf Coast are expected to be hazardous, and power outages are possible in the north, and Arctic air mass is creating bitterly cold conditions from the plains to Maine. Now you can take over. You got jokes.
Dad jokes.
He's got jokes.
I got
He's got
dad jokes for
days this morning.
For days.
Oh my my goodness. All right, well, we see a lot of change and snow. I mean,
Yeah.
for portions of Louisiana, Texas, what is going on? Alabama, repeat from there. So we know that realistically out the door today, there's going to be changes that come to the Bay Area eventually because this rare wintertime storm eventually will have some influence over our local forecast. So as we step outside right now, no snow, thankfully, but we see 46 degrees. I know my aunt probably watching this. I know she loves snow in Florida, and Jacksonville might see it along with Tallahassee. They could see some snow flurries heading into the next 24 hours. For us, we're just going to feel cold and damp, I'm sorry to say, but that is going to be the deal for today. 46 right now, seeing a couple of showers go off for our area. You can see some of this rain right here moving in gradually. So a few couple light little showers. Most of us though dry, especially north of I-4. But here's where the main shower activity is Duet, Wauchula, Lakewood Ranch, and Bradenton, along with Sarasota. A few on again, off again showers. Nothing crazy. Futurecast showing us that we're going to continue to see these few couple of sprinkles in our area. 7:30, right? As you're headed into work already, a couple of sprinkles still moving in. And you can see temperatures are going to be in the 40s still, right? So overall, I would say we're going to be in the 40s, right, middle to upper 40s. So as we head into about 9 o'clock, that's when you see some of the areas of moderate rain try to move on in, especially into lunchtime. Then we see a little bit of a break, right? Then right around 4 or 5 o'clock, that's when we get a second round of some more moderate rain coming at you. It's going to be cold, it'll be rainy, and then heading into the overnight hours, that's when we really pick up some steam in terms of these shower chances. The rain chances really go up, especially for your Wednesday. So 60% chance of rain Tuesday. We have a weather impact alert Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning. Here's why. It's going to be a hot mess express for your commute tomorrow morning. So please grab a jacket today. The umbrella, you'll need it, but you really need that umbrella, especially for tomorrow. Look at 5 a.m. I'm going to be tracking out all these areas of showers and maybe a storm or two as you wake up with us on 10 Tampa Bay tomorrow morning. So keep that in mind. I would keep the umbrella in hand for your morning commute. But look, it's out of here. It's all in association with that winter storm. That's what we're going to see, a large increase in shower chances. That's not typical. Our pattern, really not typical. That's out of the realm of ordinary, and it's because of that winter storm that we'll see a lot of rain chances early Wednesday. Look at 6 o'clock Wednesday night. We're looking good. We're already dry. So here's a live look at where that storm system is right now. You see that big old L right there? That's that low pressure. It's going to cut across the Gulf of Mexico, already bringing tons of snow right now to Louisiana and Mississippi, and now that snow pushing into Alabama. So take a look at future radar. It's going to continue to gradually move to the east, bring us a good amount of rain chances again Wednesday morning. Today, we're at 57, 60% chance of rain. Tonight, we up those rain chances to 70, and we have a weather impact alert for you tomorrow morning. Cold rain up ahead. You need the umbrella. 80% chance for rain on your Wednesday morning. It clears out, and then Gasparilla looking really chilly. Could be the coldest morning. 37, Sarah.
All right, gonna have to bundle up for Gasparilla. I know a lot of people don't like doing that, but hopefully they do as we all become pirates on Saturday. All right, here's what we're looking at on the roads. I-75, if you're going to be headed southbound near US 301, this is a look at some slowdowns that we're tracking right now for our drivers headed through Ellenton this morning. So heads up if you're getting by Hillsborough into Bradenton this morning into Manatee County, you are going to be dealing with some slowdowns. Let's take a closer look at that here. Here's a look at our map. Again, I-75 near US 301, State Road 70 through Manatee looking good. And then everything else is not looking too bad. Checking out our roads through Polk County. We're not looking too bad here. A lot of green we're still seeing, keeping our eyes here on this portion of I-4. All good. Guys?
Tampa Bay.
Catching you on camera before you head out the door this morning. We are live with the new policy starting that could have you paying up.
Plus, as you wake up, we're under a state of emergency as winter weather is pushing into the Sunshine State. The weather and the travel impacts to you.
And right now, the search on for a killer as you wake up. What we're learning about a deadly shooting in Tarpon Springs. And this morning, a state of emergency right here in Florida for this blast of Arctic weather that you certainly will feel outside. Thanks for starting your morning with us. I'm Caitlin Lockerbie.
And this isn't even going to be the coldest morning of the week.
No.
I'm Jamison Euler. You're watching 10 Tampa Bay. Governor Ron DeSantis issuing that order just hours ago as parts of our state will see up to 4 inches of snow.
Not here, but Up to our north.
Man.
While the Tampa Bay area not expected to drop below freezing this week, the governor is activating the state's National Guard and other teams to help with this response. Right now, a low pressure system is moving across the Gulf of Mexico right into Florida. And meteorologist Amanda Pappas is tracking that for you this morning. The impact, the cold temperatures, a good day to bundle up. We all have the turtlenecks on, and you're probably going to want yours too.
Looks like we all went shopping to the brown turtleneck sweater store.
I know, right? The brown, the caramel, we love it. Our wintry vibes are here, and think snowy thoughts for some of those people who want to see snow. I'm talking about my family. My aunt and my cousin specifically called me, hey, are we going to get snow up in New York City? Well, we brought the snow right to you. Take a look. That low pressure system just off the coast there in Texas. You can see behind me and on your screen right now, that cold front right there and the warm front right out ahead of it. We got a lot of moisture. Look at this. We are seeing tons of snow now start to pour in to places like Louisiana and Mississippi, along with Alabama, and now Atlanta starting to receive some of that snow. We see only rain here in the Bay Area. Take a look. A couple of showers, mainly for our inland zones. In the next 12 hours, we're going to keep it that way. It's going to be cold and rainy all day today. So great snuggle inside kind of day. But if you have to head out to work, grab the jacket, grab the umbrella, and it might be a little slick on your commute, only reaching highs in the middle and upper 50s for today. So have the umbrella, and we have a weather impact alert coming at you. I'll show you when and where and what you need to know all next. But we got to talk about traffic, of course, and get you to Sarah Rosario right now.
All right, thank you, Amanda. Right now, due to the winter weather across the country, we are already seeing dozens of delays and cancellations, even here at Tampa International Airport this morning because of that system. Late last night, airports in Houston, New Orleans, Destin all closed their operations. Airlines are also canceling flights from other airports this morning, including Dallas, Fort Worth, Gulfport, Mississippi, San Antonio, Texas, Austin, Texas as well. A reminder to check with your flights this morning before you head out. Off to the roads right now, we are not tracking some big delays, but we've got more crashes. We also have a travel advisory in place for drivers over the Sunshine Skyway Bridge this morning. So if you're going to be driving, a little reminder, there is going to be some high winds on the bridge. The bridge is open in both directions, traffic moving just fine for you. A couple of crashes that we are tracking though, and let's get you updated on some of those. One that we've been looking at is one along portions of this area right here. The Selman Expressway, a ramp near US 301 impacting southbound lanes there. Driving through Brandon right now, State Road 60 not really having any big slowdowns. Also keeping our eyes here on miles of slowdowns here along I-75 southbound near US 301, and a separate crash just below it near State Road 64 that we're going to keep you updated on as well. Jamison.
All right, Sarah, we're going to check back with you shortly. This morning, police in Tarpon Springs are working to find out the suspect behind a deadly weapon this morning, or will open up later tonight. In Homosassa Springs, the cold weather shelter at Nature Coast Church is currently open and will stay open through Saturday. Just to the south in Hernando County, the county is opening up a warming center at the Enrichment Center. It is on John Gary Grubbs Boulevard in Brooksville. There are 4 locations open in Hillsborough County right now. Doors will reopen tonight at 6 at Church of God Prophecy Hyde Park UMC, Tampa Bay Mission of Hope in Valrico, and Amazing Love Ministries on East Columbus in Tampa.
And across the bay in Pinellas County, the locations for warming centers also going to be opening at 6 o'clock tonight. There's one in Tarpon Springs and another in Clearwater, 2 in Pinellas Park, 3 in St. Pete as well. We have information on 10tampabay.com right now for you if you need a warm place to be. And you certainly want a warm place to be. Temperatures are in the 40s right now here in Florida. I keep reminding myself in the morning I need extra time because there's more layers involved. You're just moving slower. It's like a totally different morning.
And it's about to get worse because you're going to be wet and cold at the same time.
Yeah, you know that feeling like when you're cold, you're dry, not too bad, but hypothermia sets in when you're cold and wet, or it just always feels worse when you're coming out of the shower.
And it's going to be like a damp cold for the next couple of days too, which is good. It feels worse.
Exactly. And some areas actually are going to see snow because of this whole winter storm mess. And it's not really necessarily, I would say, a mess because some people love to see snow. I moved to Florida personally to never see it again, but we're going to see it across the state. Now, for our neighbors over towards Tallahassee, that's where we're eyeing some of that snowfall later today into tonight. Now, temperatures here in the Bay Area not snow ready whatsoever. However, they're still feeling really chilly this morning. So if you are headed out, look at this. We're at 44. Make sure you are wearing a jacket and the kids are too, and pack the umbrella in your work bag later today. You're going to need it. We see Dade City at 45, 46 for Thenona Sassa. Look at this wider lookout. We are in the really low 40s. I mean, really the upper 30s are not out of the realm of possibility in some of these areas like Crystal River, Citrus County as a whole. And that's why we have those cold weather shelters in place. And it's not a bad idea that they're opening these up and keeping them open. We're going to be really cool and really cold in some areas for quite some time. 46 for Lakeland and Lakewood Ranch. Look at this. On top of it being colder, we also see some rain. Some lighter showers are moving in just south of I-4, mainly for southern Hillsborough into Bradenton, and you can see for Manatee and Sarasota counties, that's where we're seeing a lot of this rain start to pop up. But we'll start to see a lull. This is basically the areas. These are the areas, basically that are seeing the majority of these showers. Now, shower chances continue to go up as we head into tonight, believe it or not. So throughout the day today, as you're heading into work around 8, 9 o'clock, we'll see these little sprinkles pop on by. Heading into lunchtime, that's when we start to see some of these moderate areas of showers. We'll have a little bit of a lull from about 1 to 4 o'clock, then 4 o'clock to about 6. That's when we start to see things ramp up in terms of the rain chances, right? And then heading into the overnight hours, that's when we get the big boys in terms of the showers and storms that could be moving through. Realistically, these are going to be areas of rain, moderate rain and heavy rain. At times you see all that orange. That's that heavy rain moving in as early as 3 a.m. So don't worry, I'll be in tomorrow morning early for you and be tracking out this rain on 10 Tampa Bay this morning. Look at 5 a.m. seeing all that rain. So your morning commute for Wednesday, we have a weather impact alert day because it's going to be nasty, and it's all thanks to this winter storm. Look at the winter storm. It's going to cut across the Gulf. Take a look, bring tons of snow, and look at Tallahassee seeing some of that snow. Jacksonville right on that snow line. Shout out to my parents, even in Wilmington, North Carolina, they could see some snow. We're not going to get snow, but it does bring us that big line of rain. So just be prepared for it over the next 12 hours. We get to the 50s, have the umbrella, especially tonight, as we will see our rain chances continue to be more widespread and go up. We have this weather impact alert for you Wednesday starting at 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. and tomorrow you need the umbrella, at least for the morning hours. By the afternoon, we begin to dry out, and behind it, look at this. We are going to drop our temperatures. Look at this. We could have the coldest morning for Gasparilla at 37, Sarah.
All right, we're going to be keeping our eyes on that. Also, letting you know about some travel delays right now. I just checked with TPA and we've got 13 cancellations, 24 delays this morning. So heads up, actually, I think it's vice versa. 24 cancellation, 13 delays as you're getting out the door and you're going to be traveling this morning. Reminder to check with your airlines as we've got some weather that we're dealing with all across the country. The cold gripping most of the southeast right now. All right, here's what we're looking at along our roadways. If you're going to be driving across the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, we've got a travel advisory in place because of wind, and traffic is moving just fine over the Skyway right now at this moment. If you're going to be headed along portions of I-75, we've got delays in several parts of I-75, some because of construction and other parts because of a crash right now. In portions of Bradenton right now, you're going to see southbound delays along I-75 because of a crash, and that's something we're keeping our eyes on. As we go further towards this area of Tampa Bay, the Selman Expressway 301, we're seeing delays here after this accident here, and then another I-4 westbound, a crash reported here at 22nd Avenue. And then this is where we're seeing the miles of delays here along 75, slow moving speeds, 2 miles an hour. I would take 301 or 41 as an alternate route to get around this. We're also seeing big delays southbound along 301 through portions of Manatee County as well.
Well, grandparents are a vital part of our Florida families. Today in our Forever Family segment, we want to tell you about the Foster Grandparents Program. It calls on seniors to become mentors to at-risk kids, and it's a win-win for families across our state.
Caitlin Lockerbie, meteorologist Amanda Pappas, and traffic with Sarah Rosario.
Well, happy Tuesday morning to you. I'm Caitlin Lockerbie, and we can all agree it's cold.
Yeah, it is cold. Good morning, everyone. I'm Jamison Euler. Not only cold, but we have rain on the way as well.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get a check if your forecasters are maybe waking up or heading out the door with meteorologist Amanda Pappas.
Good morning to you guys. I got you covered. Don't worry. We have a winter storm that is bringing multiple changes all across the Gulf Coast. Look at this. It's insane to see the amount of snow that I'm seeing already on satellite and radar for Houston and Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and now Atlanta is starting to receive some of those flurries. So absolutely wild there. And then seeing a little bit of shower activity for us here at home start to pick up over towards eastern portions of Hillsborough County, down towards Manatee as well. But here's the game plan for today. It's going to be cold and it's going to be damp, a little wet out there. So make sure to grab the jacket. Make sure to have an umbrella on you. You'll need it as well. Highs only get into the middle and upper 50s, so a little chilly there this morning. And we could see this rain cause a couple delays on the road, but getting you out the door and to work on time, of course, is Sarah Rosario with your commute.
Hi, we're seeing a heavy ride right now. If you're going to be driving along portions of I-75, good morning to you. Happy Tuesday. Made it through another day of the work week. And here's what it looks like. You're going to see some stop and go traffic along portions of I-75 as you're going to be getting through Hillsborough County, southern portions of Hillsborough County into Manatee County. An earlier incident here near US 301 and I-75 southbound is delaying drivers big time. Also seeing delays along 301 for drivers through Manatee as well. Here's a couple crashes. Selman Expressway at US 301 impacting those southbound lanes. And a couple crashes here, one near Ybor City and another one just off of I-41 here, not far from the Selman Expressway we're following as traffic is starting to build both southbound along 275 and westbound along I-4 this morning. Here's what it looks like along 75, continuing to track slow-moving speeds through this area, 2 miles an hour along I-75, and 301 a little better, 12. Pick your poison there. 41 looks like to be a better route for my drivers through Manatee this morning. A rough ride. Caitlin?
Time now, 6:33. Take a look at your screen here. Developing now.
And we're keeping our eyes on slowdowns along portions of I-75, Bradenton, Manatee County. You're in for a tight ride right now. Miles of delays along 75 southbound because of a crash near 301.
Good morning to you guys. I'm tracking out this storm. Let me tell you something. It is definitely going to be not fun to head out there, and we want to get you out to the school bus stop right now, seeing that we do have really chilly temperatures out there. So as the bus is coming, make sure the kids have on the jackets and they need the umbrella later. Chilly temperatures now, and we have a few showers coming through. I'll show you exactly where and when, all after a short break.
If you're looking for in the cold weather, I
This
wouldn't
is
say
nothing to them.
Houston and Louisiana experience snow very often. It's really the roads, right? They become a huge issue up north. They have all the things that
all
they
the
Plowing
equipment.
system,
Yep.
they're down.
They put the brine down
Salt,
ahead of time.
yeah.
They're good.
The ice scrapers.
It happens below the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah.
They're like,
Like, we don't-
what do we do?
Yeah.
What is this?
They have power outages too, usually. Too,
What's up
down
with the milk and bread? Why do they buy
French
all the
toast?
milk?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Okay.
We can all agree the bread is not a problem.
right?
You want to have the bread on hand.
100%.
The
yes.
milk, I don't know.
I don't know so much, but we do have that winter storm warning. It's so rare. This is a really rare system, but pretty cool, especially for people in Florida who want to see snow. Shout out to my own family, because I know my aunt is dying to see some snow. She's going to be going to New York with my cousins this weekend, and I'm going, wait a second. You actually will get the snow here, very close to Jacksonville, and my other cousins, my other family in Tallahassee, and shout out to my parents in Wilmington, North Carolina. They're under that same winter weather warning. When you got family up and down the East Coast, let me tell you, it's crazy when a storm system is this big to impact them all, potentially with some snow flurries. Very, very rare. And we do see the winter weather storm warning is spanning all the way from Texas all across the Gulf Coast into the state of Florida for today. So that is one thing to know. Then, oh my gosh, when we look at this, it's insane. I think I'm losing my mind, but no, it's just really early in the morning, and it's something that's not common. Snow in Louisiana and Mississippi and Alabama. They're going to be seeing some big time snowfall totals potentially, and we really see Houston is just getting plundered right now with that snow. So it's going to be an issue driving, traveling. If you are traveling to any of these areas, please listen up. Delays are likely anywhere all across the Gulf Coast. There are delays likely for today. And even for us here in Florida, we do see a couple of showers. This winter storm is going to impact us. No, it's not going to bring us snow. However, as the system cuts across and moves more eastward, it does bring us that wintry mix to the panhandle. Some snow as well for Tallahassee. You can see Jacksonville on that line potentially. And we do see that this winter storm brings us a lot of rain, especially tonight. So the rain becomes widespread tonight and early tomorrow morning. We're going to have a nasty commute, but Wednesday afternoon, we're looking good. And here's your snowfall forecast. We can see from the American model that we could get anywhere up to about a foot of snow potentially accumulated over towards Louisiana, for the southern portion of Mississippi, Alabama, and even Tallahassee. That potential to see anywhere from 6 to 12 inches. I mean, absolutely wild. Even Wilmington up to 6 to 12 in some of those areas you see there. For us, 0. No snow. Not even on the European model. European model a little less aggressive with those snowfall totals, showing overall a little bit less, but still in that same area, really far south into the deep south that never sees snow. So really cool event, very, very interesting storm, but overall temperatures for us here definitely not cold enough to get that snow. 45 for Land O'Lakes, 46 for Brandon, 43 for Crystal River, and we're going to keep it moving. Look at this, a few couple of showers that are coming in from the south and southwest right now, all out ahead of our next big storm system. That snowstorm that I showed you, it is going to continue to bring us more and more rain. So today, what do you need? Grab the jacket. We're going to see these sprinkles moving through for this afternoon. Right around 4 o'clock, that's when we start to see more of these rain chances become more widespread. And overnight, we're going to see tons of rain. Tomorrow morning, hot mess express on the roads. By tomorrow afternoon, your Wednesday afternoon looking a lot better. So recapping for you, next 12 hours, we get to the 50s. Tonight, we're going to drop it down to the 40s. More and more rain comes, so we have a weather impact alert for you 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. starting tonight into the overnight hours. And we do see that Gasparilla, guys, could be one of our coldest mornings yet for the season this far. You may have to bundle up on top of that pirate gear.
For sure. You need to bundle up for sure for Gasparilla, but we'll see who listens to it and who ends up sick the next day. All right, if you're going to be driving along portions of the roads in and around Tampa International Airport, or maybe you're traveling to the airport this morning, we've got 24 cancellations, 15 delays as the southeast section of the U.S. braces for these cold temperatures that we are experiencing. We've got travel delays across a lot of our airports right now. Houston, New Orleans, Atlanta. So heads up for my drivers through here if you're going to be traveling around TPA this morning. Traveling over the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, there's a travel advisory in place because of wind this morning. And we're also seeing this crash. You can see only one lane of traffic getting by across the Skyway this morning. Also seeing a lot of delays along portions of I-75 southbound once you're getting from Hillsborough County into Manatee. So we've got a lot of delays, and I-4 is looking very slow right now, especially through Plant City. Here's a look at the crash we're following here across the Skyway Bridge, and then here along portions of I-4, the Selman Expressway, an earlier incident there is now clear. State Road 60, stop and go traffic approaching 75 and 41 near the Selman Expressway. We've got a crash there. Also seeing big delays along I-4 portions of near Plant City and Ybor City. All right, guys, back over to you.